Hello everyone, how are you doing? A bit late to hold my hand when I'm dead. When I'm dead inside. Hi viewer, you alright? How you doing? Blowing everything out of proportion, people are. Everything out of proportion. Sometimes with people these days, you be good to people and they blow things out of proportion. You look out for people and they blow things out of proportion. It's fucking annoying that people keep coming in, fucking staring at me and going out. Do you have fucking something to say to me then? Put your facts before. What's wrong with my jaw? Wow. Try having it bust so many times from people. thinking they're badass, thinking they can fucking do what they want to somebody. Don't accuse me of anything. Get that straight first. So don't tell me that I need to sort things. I need to sort myself, this, that, and the other, when it's you, the ones that need to sort themselves. It's a t-shirt. Nothing else. T-shirt. Everyone wears them. Everyone wears a t-shirt. And if you must know, I got it from Primark. It was a Christmas present. You got anything to declare? So before you touch anything of mine, think what you're doing. Even before you touch a hair on my head. Because you don't want my wrath. Who you calling blanket? No. No. There's no limits. Pretty good song from 2 Unlimited. Back in the 90s. Yes, it was. You're right. Tobacco, yes. So if I was you, I wouldn't try and cause problems that don't need problem causing. Because can't people see what it's doing to my actual welfare? Being accused left, right and centre of different shit. When it ain't even me. Running around after every fucker. Oh, do this for me. It's probably what I'm used to, ain't it? Running around after everyone. No one runs around after me. They only run around after me when they're after me. Or they want my blood or thingy. Or they want to harm me. So when somebody be nice to me, I think, what are you wanting? What are you after? What are you lying about? what you're covering up yourself. Who are you comparing me to? Because that's not nice. Being compared. Random phone calls, random people going, oh, your face looks familiar, I think I know you. Was I in such and such week? No. Was I in this hostel with you? Wow. We all know why sometimes I distance myself from people and then certain people. We all know why. Because I knew the life they led. The people enjoy slandering people all the time and everything. And accusing people of shit they haven't done or shit they haven't said. Because I remember that from when I was in hostels. Or he said this about you. They're stabbing back in. He said that. He said this. Living on, being on the streets. Not so good. You get even more streetwise. You get even more what's it. You get more knowledge. You know when people's there without them knowing they're there. You hear a bush move. You know someone's there. You know someone's in there without even knowing. What, Bear Grylls? Yeah. Survival. if you don't know me, or you don't thingy, then you don't have to. But don't come causing me problems. Because there will be a time where I won't be so nice. Now, sometimes, when you say hello to somebody, it's acknowledging them. When you wind somebody up so much that you're stressing them out to the fact that they can't speak properly because they're stressed, because they're anxious about things. Anxiety does affect your speech, does affect a lot of stuff. Your well-being does actually, it does affect a lot of things. So sometimes it's about time that people that like to gossip about people might need to stop gossiping about other people and concentrate on themselves. And concentrate if their fucking life is straight themselves. Whether they've got their life on tip-top order. Oh, then. Somebody didn't, for example, there was one time that I went to the shop, to my local shop, and this person asked for an ice pop. And the person behind the counter didn't know what an ice pop was and what they, So then she had to think, oh, what was it called back in the day? TikTok. So she was like, ice pop TikTok. And he goes, oh, it's in the freezer. But I had to turn around and say, a tip top or an ice pop. I remember a positive time of my childhood. Clippos, things like that. Not clippers, clippos. At the summer or the spring, sitting there with family, sitting there with friends, family and the friends of the family, having a clippo. Having a Vimto drink, enjoying life, living the dream. Where sometimes you could go to a next door neighbour's for a cup of sugar and a chat. And how you doing? And people would protect people and even their children. Even their family's honour and their family's name. Tain't like that no more. Just like conflict now, don't they? Just like all the hostility now, conflict now, hostility, this, that and the other. Make it like a battlefield. Anxiety is not good for people. It doesn't help. It wrecks their welfare. Yes, I would like to pay my respects to people still. To go and see. To go and put flowers and stuff like that. Same things happen with grandparents. Old wounds never heal. Makes you a membership. People only recognise I'm alive when I get angry. You don't need to always get too close to people. It's called safety, safe distance. Someone wants to help me, I think, and they're going to harm me. Well, a lot of people are happy what they've done to me. It's like I've had a lot of people that like seeing me. in that way. That like to harm me. All through my life. If somebody's affectionate now with me, I'm like, why? Anger fuels problems. Do I look okay? Yes, I heard what people said at my grandma's funeral. And I know how people track me. Like a black sheep. Like an outcast of the family. How do you think that made me feel? Oh, it's okay. You'll have a pint in your hand soon. It's okay. You'll have a fag in your hand soon. Yeah, I know I will. I ain't no victim. People that treat me that way just fuel my strength. And my inner strength. People that tell lies about me as well makes me feel a bit, oh, well, you've said this before, but you want that now. I know that I'm heterosexual. The same as I know who I am. I know what I've overcome. I know what I've achieved. I know whether I've worked or whether I haven't. I know a lot of other things. And all these people that have used me as a human punch bag again need to watch their backs. Because I will start using their backs, their fronts, as a human dummy. You know, the martial arts dummy. And I am just like a tiger. I only attack when I feel threatened. Or my family feels threatened, alright. And some of them have been. Yeah, I might share the same birthday as Diego Maradona, but I ain't happy about it. Because that's who put us out of the Euros or the World Cup. Because he cheated. Hand of God. And he admitted that he cheated. Hand of God. I have to keep fighting every day. I have to even fight my head off the pillow or off whatever I sleep on. Because all you non-believers then I have to prove wrong, don't I? Done it before and I'll do it again. Time and time again. Time and time again. So when you put the doubt in me, or this, what's it, doubt, you just fuel me to prove you wrong. Do I have to put, or do I have to request police report from 2014 when it happened to me and put it on my YouTube to prove, and the pictures that the police had to take to prove that it happened? When you have a guitar all over your body, being whacked all over your body, and you survive from it, it literally puts that thing. Now I still remember the pictures because I have visual images of it. Every single day I have flashbacks of it, of the state that I was in. And it does disfigure your appearance. Yeah. Might have healed properly, but inside hasn't. My bone structure hasn't. My head hasn't. How many times do I have to be assaulted and healed and so on for people to actually realise that I'm a human and I am not a robot? I am not irreplaceable. I am not something that you can have and then throw away or try and put on the scrap heap. or try and put out like a piece of rubbish or shut up or things like that. I am supposed to mean a lot to people. And even if I didn't mean a lot to people before, some people still feel now, yeah, I shouldn't have treated him that way. Yeah, I shouldn't have been like that with him. Shouldn't have done this to him. Shouldn't have treated him like that. I shouldn't have wound him up. Should have left him. So yeah, I do feel abandoned. And yeah, I am fucking hurting and grieving. I am only human. And don't use me as your get out card. Don't use me as your go-between. Take responsibility for people's actions, not just yours, mine, whatever. I ain't something that you can just pick up and chuck away. I am somebody that literally was put on this earth for a reason. And I know my reasons. So if you want, so sometimes people want the tongues in the mouth. Then think before you speak. Think before you do. Because there's always consequences. And don't threaten. Because I've had my fair share of threats and promises. So if I ask you to do something, then do it. if I ask you to replace something, then replace it. You can take it whichever way you want. Because I have probably had enough of always being let down. I have probably had enough of always being slagged off, always being slandered. Is it fair? No. The only people that know what's right and what's wrong are them two people. And the only people that can make judgment is a lot of things. But I'll tell you something. Sometimes people are quick to forget the positives. They are quick to forget the achievements that I have made in my life. They are quick to bring me down and to put me down and to put, it's a bit late when I'm in the ground or I am cremated to then say, oh, he did achieve this. He did achieve a lot in his life. Yes, I'm still living. Yes, I'm still around. But it's too late when I've gone to then realise that. I can't speak to people when I'm dead. Yes, we have. Yes, I have lost very good friends in my life. Very good family members in my life that meant a great deal to me and still do. But they always knew when they was alive that they meant a lot to me. Sometimes I didn't always agree with them. Sometimes I didn't see them. That was because of education, because of a lot of other stuff. Now I went to residential college. And I had some positive things and I had some negative things and some not so nice things. And I made a lot of attachments with people, peers, other peers of the college, and I stayed in contact with them. And some of them I've lost touch, or some of them have sadly passed away. And one of my friend's Thomas Rowe, who is a big Man City fan. And me and him used to joke about stuff with, because I like Man U and Sheffield Wednesday. And he supported Man City. So me and him used to have the banter of Man U and Man City. Sam Winter, brilliant bloke as well, Man City fan. And Tom used to play guitar as well, same as I do. So me and Tom used to sit with each other and play our guitars and jam. And he used to make funny sounds. Like he used to literally talk about, like talking a weird voice and stuff. But he used to make me laugh. And we were quite close. And I found out that he'd sadly passed away because of his health problems. That affected me. Still grieving to this day for it. Because I know I would never ever see him again or speak to him again. But he's always in my thoughts. He's always in my heart. And they say that when you pass on, that you see old friends and old family that have passed on before you. Now, I've had near-death experiences, a lot of them. Even from a child. And you get a sixth sense from it. And there's a lot of things, like for example, you'll be doing something. Now I can be quite spiritual as well, but you can be doing something and all of a sudden something will happen or something will, I don't know, something will literally, like there could be smells or there could be different types of things. And you think, that's like something that person would do, or that person would spray or use or whatever. And you think to yourself, they're here with me. But is it to help us grieve better? Is it to help us cope better? Probably not. But the thing is, while I'm alive, no matter how many up there, no matter how many challenges come my way, I will still fight them off and live. Because I have a lot of fight in me. And I ain't dead yet. Probably still fight when I'm dead though. I've had friends that I've gone to school with that have sadly no longer here. I've had peers from school, peers from work, peers from colleges, from peers from places I've gone, places I've, things like that have literally meant a great deal to me, or that have literally done the dirty that they shouldn't have done. But even people from for example, nursery, when I was a little child, there's been people that I've known through the years, might not always agreed or seen eye to eye or what's it, but the attachment that I've had with them has been very, very close. And some people that I was close with have become very distant. But then people that I was close with, for example, I didn't stick up for them for nothing. I didn't do things for them for nothing. I didn't look out for them for nothing. And I still do to this day. And then people deep down in their heart of hearts know who they are and know that they still mean a great deal to me. And I hope that I still mean a great deal to them. Feuds need to end. Things need to just go slate clean. But the thing is, sometimes we have to still keep wiping the slate, because everyone will make mistakes and will go through life to make mistakes, to learn from it, to do that trial and retribution. Now, at the end of the day, no one's perfect. People have made mistakes. But you can't condone them for their mistakes if you've made the mistakes yourself. You can't say, oh, you've done this, you're this, you're that, if you've done it yourself. You can't. No matter how many people try and do it, that's being hypocritical. So no matter how many people have made mistakes in life, they have to put their mistakes to rest. They have to think, right, I made that mistake. And instead of them reliving the mistake and reliving it constantly, they have to, for their sanity and their welfare, and every other person's sanity and welfare around them, they have to just think, enough's enough. Because when you remind somebody of their mistakes, it harms their health and it harms their mental well-being. Now, I know people, and I've met people, I've met all types of life, I've met all walks of life. Now, there was one person that I met, and I met him when I was on the streets. And this person had been to prison, and he had done a very bad crime. Now, he said to me, always remember to walk through life on a right way. And he knew that he had made mistakes and that he had done things that wasn't acceptable or wasn't actually where he couldn't forgive himself for. But he took me under his wing. Now, it could have been a bit weird of him to do that, but he did it. And he kept me grounded. Now, there's different ways of grounding. Spiritual grounding. Keeping yourself grounded in life is good. Keeping yourself level-headed, level mind, level spirit. Because if you don't, that's when things start to spiral out of control. And yeah, chemicals sometimes doesn't help. Other things does help. And sometimes we need to stop putting ourselves through things that aren't good. And we need to literally stop. Now, I've got a few friends that have gone down the path of drink and drugs. Now, they know that they're at that part of their life, and other things, and gambling, things like that. They know that they're at that part of their life where they need to stop it before it becomes a problem. And yes, sometimes things have become a problem of people. Now, I subscribe to Baldy Foodie Man. Sadly, he went out with a few of his friends and thought that it was funny to run. So he went and run. His body and his well-being literally drained. Everything drained from him. So he collapsed. And he face planted the floor. Now he's got scabs and, he's cut his face and stuff like that. Now, he's probably not only done damage to his face, but he might have done damage internally. Now, I remember once that a friend of mine was pissing about when we were drunk. And we were playing that bloody, we were punching each other in the side. So it was tip-tapping. And he ended up punching me too hard and causing me to have internal bleeding. And it wasn't until the next morning that I pulled my shirt up and I got this right massive bruise coming all round. And all of a sudden, I went lightheaded. And it was when I was with my oldest daughter's mum. And I went lightheaded. And I was walking to go and make a brew in the kitchen. And all of a sudden, I've just gone on the floor. Now, me and my friend was only messing around. We wasn't being serious. We was messing around. And my friend accidentally, put a punch into my ribs. And he literally went a bit too hard. So it gave me internal bleeding. I didn't realise that I had got internal bleeding. The only way I realised was when I collapsed. And then I had to go to hospital for that. My friend come to the hospital and he looked at me and I'm sat on the bed and all this stuff. He looked at me and he's gone, "I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "It's alright, we was only pissing about." He's turned round to me and he's gone, "I'll think more what I do when I drink." And I said to him, "Yeah, you will do, matey." And it scared him. It literally scared him. And sometimes when people take their shirts off or change their clothes, when you look at your partner, your spouse, whatever, and they take the top off, they might not want you to see that because they might not want you to see them. But the thing is, there were once I was in a relationship and the partner that I was with at the time wouldn't get undressed around me for some reason. Now, I later found out that the person that she was with before me used to treat her like shit and used to hurt her and so on. The one day I've walked in and she got a top off. Her ribs would go in like that. And I says, why is your ribs going like that? She broke down in tears. And it's because of things like that. But the thing is, I said to her, I said, there's no, what I see and what you see are two different things. And she said, what do you mean? I says, I see an absolutely beautiful woman. And I see an absolutely gorgeous woman. And she said to me, she goes, where are you looking? And I went, I know where I'm looking. And I'm looking straight at her. And she went, thank you, that means a lot. And I says, you're more than enough for me and to me. Which is the truth. Yeah, we have bones that break, bones that heal. But we have disfigurements from it. I've had my jaw smashed. My jaw's not like it used to be. My face ain't like it used to be. I ain't like I used to be. My legs ain't the same as they used to be. But we build up. We build ourselves up more. We put more muscle on. For example, there's people that go out jogging, that go out running, that do this, that do that, that keep fit. But most of all, they've still got to have their rest time. For example, you run out, you go, you have to work out healthily, not over work out, because you get rents. But isn't good, because then that's when your body just seizes. So if we keep active every day, we keep our bodies active. And no, there ain't no place like home. So like sometimes I'll play guitar for hours and hours, but I have to have rest days from playing. Because if I overplay, my hands will just go and see. Ow. Oh, oh. See what I mean? Still forgot. Right. Ooh. Ouch. Yowzers. Yeah, I don't have the best physical health that I used to at all. Used to have a lot of real good health. Used to be so active. It's what age does to you, though. Rescue yourself from yourself. Who you rescuing from? Yourself. Rescue. Rescuers. Rescuers. Yeah. Rescuers. Hi, Kaylee. You alright? Yeah, don't not take the mic. Because it's not called spazzing out, you dickhead. It's called loosening. And yeah, not everyone's heart does beat the same. I remember a friend of mine, Martin Arnold, that had a hole in his heart. And he had to have operations. My little nephew had to as well. But he ain't so little now. Shaky chic. Shake me hand, firm. Hairdresser. You know, I used to love going to the hairdressers. Or the barbers, should I say, for a man. But I don't like it now. I get anxious. Dentists, opticians, doctors. Because I'm not being took serious. Last time I had my hair cut, I went to the barbers and they took the piss out of me because I had my hair how I wanted them to do it. And they was like, oh, yeah, let's just take the piss out of him. Might have been because they was fucking high themselves or something. Or they just was the class clown. Only they know. Yes, I've had a stroke as well. I had that in Birchfield Road, Aston. And Handsworth. And aneurysms. So if things don't kill me, things make me stronger. No, it ain't because of that. And exercises, thank you. So before you know what's it, don't judge, don't make assumptions. Because that's what happens. Your speech can go slurry. You can, cerebral palsy or whatever it's called, can actually make it worse, blah, blah, blah.